And then once this Unreal Engine has been started, we'll go on new project and we'll go inside Unreal Studio. Don't go in Blueprint or C++, just go inside Unreal Studio and click on blank, and then go here and then change this location into D, and then tutorial, and then Unreal Engine, and then select folder, and here I will just go ahead and remove this Datasmith tutorial project, and I will make a backup folder and I will paste it there because I don't need that, and I will copy the name of this tutorial, and then I will go ahead here and then D drive tutorials I will select, make sure, and then I will rename this project as Datasmith tutorial. Just go ahead and click on create project, and from here just be careful and watch every step as carefully as possible because all the steps are necessary and crucial for the completion of the whole project, so be careful on that. So as you can see that the Unreal Engine has started Unreal Engine Studio project, and from here what we will need to do, the first thing is we just select this base object and delete it, and go in file and then click save current as, and then right click here and make a levels name folder with the name of levels, and then here in new map just go ahead and underscore and name it new map 01 and save it, and then go here in edit project settings, and in project setting go in map and modes, and then convert that default editor startup map into new map 01 and game default map into new map 01, and after that once again go ahead and press Control Shift and S to save all the assets, and then in content browser I will go ahead and see if I have my level here. And now what I will do is I will just go ahead here in import Datasmith, and I assume that you already have installed Datasmith and you have an active subscription of Datasmith to use, and if you do then just go here and it will be present inside this top bar, and you can just also go here from plugins and then you can activate it from the plugins. You can just search for Datasmith and you can just enable it, and then you can just have it, you will see it here, and then I will go here import Datasmith D drive tutorial export, and I can see them here, and then again I will go ahead and open, and I will select the content lib folder, and then I will click OK. Once this dialog box gets open, what you need to do is just this is the default setting, and what you need to do is you just go ahead and switch off light and switch off camera, and in maximum light map resolution go ahead and make them 64. So minimum will also be 64 and maximum will also be 64, and we will increase the resolution of object according to our requirement so that it doesn't take years and hours, days to build the light back. So for first instance we will keep the light map minimum and maximum resolution to 64, and we will increase the resolution as required. Click import, and then I will wait until all the objects inside that exported folder gets imported. So as you can see that all the objects in the scene have been exported here, and after this now first thing we need to do is we need to set up our project settings. So for that, what we'll need to do is just go ahead in project settings. You can go from here, edit, and then project settings, and in project settings go inside rendering, and in renderings go ahead and switch off texture streaming. You can see here it's texture streaming. Just go ahead and switch it off, and after that scroll down to default settings, and in default settings switch off bloom, switch off ambient occlusion, switch off ambient occlusion static fraction, and then auto exposure, and then motion blur, and just we need to do this. Go ahead and do this in project settings, switch off texture streaming and switch off all these settings, and then go ahead and save all. So after the file have been saved, what we need to do is we just need to do few more things to optimize the project, and for that what we need to do is we will click here and then we'll say light mass importance volume, and then go in top view and then scale this. Use all the views at top view, front view, left view to scale this importance volume, and in this is the front view, and then in top view and in perspective, as I can say or as I can see, all the objects are inside this light mass importance volume, and then go ahead and select box reflection capture, and then just go ahead and adjust this box reflection capture also. So I'll make it 600 and then 400, maybe 600, and then 300, 350, and top view I will just go ahead in front view, I'll make it 300. So as you can see, I have given box reflection capture and then light mass reflection volume and then post process volume. So I will type post process volume, and then I will go in top view, and then I will adjust that post process volume, and then I will rescale it a bit. So as you can see, I have rescaled it, and then you can put this post process volume anywhere in the scene. Its location doesn't matter, because once we have put the post process volume, we will go in details of that post process volume, and then we will go inside here auto exposure, and then we will make this minimum and maximum to 1 and 1, and we'll go inside this screen space reflection, and we will increase the quality from 50 to 100 and maximum reference from 0.6 to 1, and then we'll go ahead and infinite, we'll do unbound. Now as you can see, we can increase the brightness and brightness of the scene from here, but we will not use this as of now. And once you are done placing your post process volume, just go ahead and align the viewport according to your choice and press Ctrl 1 to make a camera to freeze the viewport at a certain specific camera view. Just go ahead and press 1, and then you can go ahead and then you can set a different viewport, and then go ahead and press 2, and then I will press 3 here and see if you can see 1, 2, 3. I have 3 different cameras in my scene, or 3 different views in my scene. After this, what we need to do is, first thing first is we will go ahead, and what I prefer to do is, as I have taught in the last tutorial, that I will change the material of all the major objects that are present in the scene. In majority, I will change their material to white color. So, just go ahead here, and then I will double click on the material of that object, and from here I will just go ahead and bring a constant 3 vector, and I will go ahead and put it or plug it inside the base color. I will make it white, and these are the nodes that gets created after using that script inside Max, that is conversion script to change the Virya or Corona material into a standard material. If you use that script, this is the type of node that can be or that will be created inside the Unreal Engine scenes material. And so what I will do is I will just go ahead and plug this object, this node also into roughness, and then I will make it 0.25, and then I will select both of this node, and then I will copy to further replicate these settings on other materials. So, I will just go ahead and do that, and I will change the material of this object. It's very necessary to change the material into white, but if you don't want to change the material into white, it's okay. I have done some projects without changing the material, but I wasn't satisfied with the result, and once I change the materials like this into white of all the major objects that are present in majority in the scene, then I like that result better than the earlier version. So, I made a habit of making materials into white before I get started with the lighting. So, I will go ahead and change the material of this also. And don't worry about the accuracy of the material, because we will deal with them further. So, it's not a big deal, just go ahead and do whatever needed at this stage, that is applying white material on all the objects as much as possible. And once we are done with this step, we will go ahead and start a basic lighting in the scene to figure out that all the objects have been brought inside or imported inside our engine correctly. And in that process, if you find any bug, then we will go ahead and rectify those bugs, and those bugs can only be spotted if we give a normal lighting in the scene, or basic lighting in the scene, you can say. So, as you can see, I am going on and changing the materials into white temporarily. We will tweak the materials further as we proceed ahead. Since Datasmith don't bring the objects material correctly, so we have to do this extra step. Otherwise, if it's bring these objects material accurately, then it would have been how amazing. I cannot emphasize it. Lots and lots of time will be saved, but Datasmith does a decent job, but it doesn't bring all the material accurately inside Unreal Engine. So we need to do this step, but it's not too tedious or something very much complex. It just requires a few minutes and you will be done. So as you can see, I have made the materials to white on all the major parts or major objects of this scene. After this, what we will do is we will go ahead and do a basic lighting of it. And for that, what we need to do is we just go ahead and I will save all, and for first instance I will just go ahead and build the light as it is. So for that, what I will do is I will go ahead, lighting, I will make it medium, and then world settings, I will collapse this world and game mode, and I will expand this world setting, and then I will make it 0.45, and then I will just compress this, uncheck this compress light mask, and then I will save all, and then I will go in config, that is 4.1, and then I will make sure that this base light mask is on its default. So as I can see, it's not default. I will make it default, and if it's already default, then it's okay. So as you can see now that this light mask is default now. So I'll go ahead and give it a render and see how things goes from here. So I'll go ahead and save this max file, and then I will go here in Unreal Engine, and then I will click build. And one more thing we need to note, that is, for the once we build the light for the first time, it will take a very long time to build this reflection captures, and it will utilize all your processor units and all those things like this. If you can see here, task manager, and in task manager, if you go in performance and if you see CPU usage, it's almost 100% on every threads. So just be patient and let it calculate, and wait until it's calculated, all the reflection captures are calculated, because for the second time we build, and after that every time we build, it will not recalculate the whole thing. So just be patient. And one note from me will be this, that it takes time for the first time when you build the light, and this happens only in scene that uses datasmith. This is a kind of bug, or maybe I don't know what it is, but it only happens once we are using Unreal datasmith to make an interior scene or exterior scene. And for the first time we build the light, it takes very long to build the reflection captures. So just keep that on mind, and I will let it to calculate all the captures, reflection captures. So as you can see, that our light has been baked here, and we can see that it's quite good as of now, and we will make it perfect in the future. For that, what we will do is, and from here we will start our basic light setup, and for that what we need to do is we will just go ahead and select the sun, and then we will bring it here, maybe near where we can see, and select it, and in layers I will go ahead and add object, and then 02 underscore sunlight, and then again we will go ahead here and then bring this, and rest we don't need anything to be here. So now what, I don't need this inside here. So what we'll have to do is I will just select sunlight, and in details I will go ahead and affect world, and then in skylight I will go ahead and select SLS specified cube map, and then here I will make a extra textures folder, and then I will right click and import into game texture, and then Dropbox, 3D archetypes, real time architecture, HDRI, and I will include this HDRI inside the resource folder of this tutorial series, and I will go ahead and then apply that, and then I will just go ahead and say intensity I will make it 3 as of now, and then here cube map resolution I will make it 1024, and I will make this a bit opacity, and I will give some opacity of 0.35 so that I can see outside. So as you can see outside now, and I will make this material, curtain material, into maybe cloth, and then I will give some opacity, and I will give it 0.65 as of now, and then again I will go ahead and build the light, and now we have to build light for several times until we get the perfect light. So just keep on adding things, changing things, adjusting things, and keep on building light maps again and again, so that we gradually move further towards the accuracy in lighting. So as you can see, the next time it builds the scene instantly, and what we will do is we will just go ahead and make this material as of translucent as of now, so that it doesn't blocks the light. And we will again go ahead and build the light. So this is the process of lighting a scene. Gradually we will add one thing, and then we just go ahead and keep on adding different aspects of the lighting. So as you see, the moment we made that curtains invisible, we have a very nice amount of light that are entering inside our scene. So from here what we need to do is we need to add some artificial lights, that is some spotlights in our scene, and we will go ahead and do that. And I will go ahead, switch off grid snap, make it this static, G and then F, and then I will go ahead and I will make it 3500, then I will build it. It's a kind of experiment thing we need to do again and again and again to make it perfect. So as you can see, we are getting some warmth in our scene, and I will go ahead and decrease. For instance, I will just go ahead and switch it off as of now, and then again I will go ahead in skylight and world settings. I will go ahead and number of skylight bounces, I will make this into something around 12, and then add this to into 3, and I will again build the light. So as of now, as I can see, I am not getting any type of bugs. Only these objects have some bugs, and apart from these objects I don't see any bugs on my scene. So before that, what I will do is go ahead and make this 1, switch this back to on, and then I will build again. And while you are doing the basic lighting of the scene, try not to increase the light map resolution of any object, because if you do so, it will only increase the light big time. And while we are doing the lighting, basic lighting, we have to build the light for several times to adjust the lights and settings of the light and intensity. So if it will be always better that the scene renders as fast as possible, so that we can change lots and lots of number of objects, lots and lots of settings, and continuous and repeatedly, and make the scene perfect. So I will go ahead and replicate this light here for several and I will make this source radius to 5. then I will duplicate this, then again I will duplicate it, five, then again I will duplicate it, now go and select all spotlights, and then again I will just go ahead see everything is okay, and then I will go ahead and build the light. So as you can see that this so what we need to do is we'll just select and I'll select all spotlights, and I will make this into 30, 45, and this one into 30, 60, 45, 30, and then I will make it 45. Just try to focus on all the steps that I'm taking to do the basic lighting setup, or maybe do the lighting, and just pay attention what are the steps I'm taking, what are the settings I'm taking to do the lighting of the scene. So what I will do is I will just go ahead and make it 3, and then again I will take a snapshot, snipping, tool, and then new, and I will snap it, save, and then desktop, save it on JPEG, capture 01, save it. And then I will make this direct lighting to 3 again, and then I will build it. See what is the difference. Amazing. So as you can see that we are getting almost there, And now what I will do is I will just go ahead in Alt 6 and I will select the post process volume, and then I will go ahead and exposure compensation. I don't think it's useful, we can just go ahead right away in this mode. I will make a layer 05 underscore post process volume, and then we need some lighting here, cove lighting, and then some lighting here, and then some lighting here, and then some lighting here, some lighting maybe here, and all those three types of lighting we need it, some light here. So we can do that by two ways, by rectangular light here, and then I will just go ahead and rotate it 90 degree, and then I will go ahead and then I will rotate it to 180 degree or maybe 90 degree, and then I will just go ahead here and select this, and then I will ten and then 10, maybe 5 or 6 or maybe 7. No, 6 is perfect. Then we'll make it 100. $200, $220, $230, $240, $235. $238, and then I'll go ahead and decrease its intensity to 1 or maybe 0.1, 0.25, 0.5, and then I'll make it 3500, and then I will build the light again. And after the light bake, we'll just go ahead and scout if it's everything is perfect or not, and I think, and as I see, it's quite nice. Make it 242. So I'll just go ahead and replicate this area light here. And then I will just rotate it. (190°). (380), make it 380. (360), 370. (368). And then again I will replicate it. Put it here. So as you can see, I'm going on and giving all the cove lights that are required inside the scene. So I will replicate this and then I will bring it here. So I'm going on and doing the lighting of the scene. So I'll just go ahead and find if I can give this cove lighting anywhere else in the scene, and as I can say, I can give this cove lighting here. Right click, select, stationery, select all rectangle lights and I will make them static. And then I will rotate it 90°, then again 90°, and then I will put it here. Then I will rotate this again in 90°. Then I will just go ahead and then adjust it. To 50. 252. And I will just put this cove lights here also. It's a bit difficult to put these cove lights, but they will look very nice if you manage to. So I think I have put all the cove lights, and then I will just go ahead and build this scene and see how it goes and how it looks. So as you can see, we need to decrease maybe 2000, 2500. Right click, select all rectangle lights, and then I will give 2500. And I will decrease the intensity 0.25. Point 0.25. 0.25. Pay attention and focus in what I am doing, so I am not talking too much, and all the things and techniques I have already explained you in my first tutorial series. So here I am trying to only focus on the specific procedure and techniques and ideas and the rules which we need to follow and execute to get the desired result. So just be patient and watch carefully and have a look how I am doing everything step by step. So as you can see that I have completed the lighting of this scene, and step by step I shown you all the things I did to complete this light setup. And I think this is a bit too yellow here, so I will make it 3000, and again I will make it only 3000 will be enough, I think. And now what I have seen is this scene is almost bug free. I don't see any bug except this white thing, which I will correct you in front of you all. So to remove this bug, what we need to do is we'll just select this object, copy the name of this, go inside Max, and then I will go ahead here and then I will select it, and then I will make a selection, and then again I will go ahead in Unreal Engine. I will save this, copy this name, and then again I will go inside Max, and then I will add this, then again I will hide it, I will copy the name of this item, and then I will go inside Max, and then I will Control V, and it will select it, and then I will add this, and then I will hide it, and I will select this, copy Max, and I will just keep on doing this until I have added all the objects that are having that bug inside the scene. And then again I will hide that, then I will select this, then I will copy the name, then Control V, I will just select this, and then I will add it, and then I will select this, and then add it, and then select this, add this, add, then I will select all these 4, and then I will add. Now what I can do is I will just go ahead, click on selection set this, and I already know that I don't need this, so I will make another selection set, and then I will. So as you can see, I have selected all the objects that are having bug, and to remove this bug of object being white, what we need to do is we just need to go ahead, apply a UV map on it, make it a box, and then I will make it 100, 100 and 100 centimeter, and that's all we need to do. And just convert it into editable poly, and then export, and then export selected, and then export in inside, export 02, and then save selection. and then we'll go in Unreal Engine and we will delete all the objects that are having bug. And we will just go ahead and click import and then D drive, tutorials, export, and then import the second one and with the default settings. And we will just go ahead and build the light and see if the errors are corrected or not. So as you can see that all the bugs present here, just go ahead and make this white and then plug this here, make it 0.25 and then I will make this to white and then apply. So as you can see, our bug have been removed very easily, because I already know what I have to do to remove the bug of those particular objects. So I will copy these two nodes and I will paste these two nodes here and I will attach this. And you can see that all of the bugs we had there have been removed very easily. I will make some more fixed camera points. So one more thing is that if you can see, this outside environment is not too bright, and to make it too bright I'll just go ahead and then increase it. And now you can see that this and one more thing is that I think we need to increase the intensity of this to 0.35, and again I will go ahead and build the light. So now what we will do is we will just go ahead and cross check everything for any bug, and all these type of black objects, they are due to the low resolution, so you don't have to worry about them. They will be very nice once we go ahead and we give the resolution, or we will increase the resolution. They will be very nice. So just go ahead and see if anything has any error or not. Just go ahead and see whether everything is perfectly okay. And what I think is we should give some lights on these objects. because they don't have any lights here and we need some lighting here. So what we can do is I will just go ahead and hide the upper portions, and then I will select all these, and I will go ahead here and then I will in content, and then I will make a new material, name it bulb underscore 01, and I will apply this on all these objects. Then I will go ahead and give it constant 3 vector. Then I will make a multiply node, and then I will insert that in a massive color, and I will make it maybe 12. Apply, make it white as of now, and I will go here in light mask settings and use emissive for static lighting, and then I will just go ahead again. I will make a new, and then I will just go ahead and do the light build again and see if how it goes. Yes, it's perfectly awesome, and I think it's perfectly awesome. I'll go ahead and give some yellowish tint on it, and then apply, and then again I will give a light build. Before that I can make a snapshot, then I will give it a light build. Make it 20 and see again see how it goes and how it looks. So again I will go ahead and take a snapshot, and again click build, and I will save this in the meantime so that I doesn't lose this one. So I don't think 20 is correct, so I'll make it again to 12 and then apply. So as of now what we have done is we have optimized the, as a conclusion till now is that we have optimized all the objects. We saw how we should set up the scene in 3D Studio Max, and then detach them and then export them from 3D Studio Max, make a new project inside Unreal Engine using Datasmith, and then import and then optimize the Unreal Engine by in project settings and on those light mask importance volume, and then post process, and then box reflection captures and all those things. And one more thing is that we need some box reflection or sphere reflection captures. So now what we'll do is we'll go ahead and put some sphere reflection captures here, 300, and what I will do is I will just go ahead and duplicate these reflection captures everywhere in the scene. So I will go ahead and replicate them. So as you can see, we have few reflection captures inside our one thing. This one is the default sphere reflection capture. Now we'll go ahead and delete that. And after that, what we need to do is we'll just go ahead and final light build this scene. And for final light build of this scene, what we need to do is after importing those object inside, and that means after customizing Unreal Engine according to our requirement, and then putting all those reflection captures and box reflection capture, post process setting, light mask importance, volume, and changing this to medium, and then in world setting you can see how I adjusted the skylight, the quality in here, world setting, light mask, and then I went ahead and give lighting and all those things. So what we'll do is at here, what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and save this current layer as new map 2 before we light final light build, and then we'll go ahead and save this into a new level before we give the final or do the final light baking of this scene, so that we will have the original version in which everything is optimized and we can test any settings very fast and easy way. So we need that scene as a backup, or that level as a backup level, and after saving this as a new level, we'll go ahead and optimize the scene for the final light bake. And once we final light bake is done, we'll just go ahead and I will change this maps and modes to new map 2, and once final light map is done, we'll go ahead and do the materials. So what we need to do is we'll just go ahead and increase the resolution of the objects, because the resolution of all the objects are very low. Go ahead and then make it 256, and then 256, 256. So I'm going ahead and increasing the resolution of all the objects before we give final light bake. And once I will increase all the resolution, I will show what we need to do. We'll go ahead 256, hide all. We'll give 256 on all these objects. Hide. If you can see, we have detached all these objects into several small objects, and so that we don't have any seam issue here, and it's perfectly awesome once we are building the light maps or baking the light. You can also go ahead and right click, select all with 250 and make them 256, and then hide them so that it will be fast. Make it 512, make it 256, and then 256. We are going on and increasing the resolution for the final light bake. We'll just go ahead and see the light map resolution on UMA channel 2, and as I can see, it's absolutely perfect. So as you can see that these two books are flipped, and if you want to rotate them properly, just select both of them, Control G, and then just go ahead and transform and mirror Z. And then go ahead and transform and mirror Y, and then again in transform mirror Z. And as you can see, we have rotated those both books, and I'll go ahead and give the resolution to 256 and 256. I just went ahead and gave 256 on all the objects. And as you can see, we have given 256 on all the objects. We will give 256 on all these objects too. Select all 256. I'm just going on and increasing the resolution of every object, and I hope you do understand what I'm doing. And as you can see, I have given the resolution or increased the resolution of almost every object in the scene. And once we have increased all the resolution of the scene, for the sake of safety before we light bake, because if we light bake the final quality, it will take lots of time, maybe 2 hours, maybe 4 hours, 6, 8, 10, 12, depending on the how powerful your PC is. So before going to increase the setting for final light build, we should just increase the resolution of every object and render the scene as it is or at the default values, on the values which we have been using for our basic light setting or giving the lighting or while doing the lighting. We'll just keep those settings, and we will increase the resolution of every object to 256, maybe 512, maybe 51024, depending on the size of the object and the complexity of the object. And once we have increased all the resolution of the objects, we'll just go ahead and build the light, bake the light on the default settings which we have been using earlier. So I'll just go ahead and save the file and then click build and wait until it's built.